results.
Good morning and welcome everyone to our traders lounge. So I'm using just a slightly different platform, or rather the candlesticks are slightly different. I was actually looking at the Nigerian stocks earlier, and I couldn't change it back to my normal template. So please forgive me for that. We'll use this one for today, and then by afternoon, I'm sure we'll be able to resolve it. Anyway, so let's look at our three questions and look at what is price doing. So this is gold, and we like to ask those three questions every time. So what has price done overnight? So this is beginning of the day, right? So price has started, went up, came back down. This is for those who are trading gold, and then gave us a nice break of structure there, right? And then pulled back. You can see the pullback. Yeah, pulled back, and then it's pushing up now. Okay, so price it's in the kind of beginnings of a small trend, right? Even though overall you can still see that this whole range here, this whole bit here is still a big range, right? This whole bit here is it's a very big range, but it's showing us signs that it wants to continue to push up. Okay, so right now, so what do we expect? Where is our line in the sand? So because we have a break of structure right there, we have a break of structure right here. Okay, to the top side. That's the last break of structure. When you look backwards, where's the line in the sand? This is where your line in the sand is, right? So just below there. So if price does come back down and break below here, then what you expect, the probability is that price is going to continue downwards, right? That's what you expect price to do, okay, to push downward. But would it always do that? No, it won't necessarily do that, okay? So a typical example is what happened, where was this one? Okay, actually, it didn't break it. So this one is a strong ranging market, right? So when market was here, okay, it pushed down, did as if it wanted to go up, then went up first, and then did a break of structure, did not sustain it, and then came back down, right? So price can do whatever it wants to do. All you have to do is just to stay consistent with your process all the time. Stay consistent with your process. So we're expecting here now for price to just push back down and then continue going upwards. That's what we expect, okay? But once it breaks these lows here, then it may actually change direction. All right, so yeah, our business is not to predict what the market is going to do. Our business is to respond to what the market is doing. So when we talk about in trading, the potentials for losses, just as they are potentials for the probability for losses is the same as probability of wins, right? So we don't focus on the outcome, rather we focus on our process, on each trade setup. So for instance, when you take a trade here, let's say price comes all the way down here, or let's even assume you take a trade right here, you put your stop loss right there, and then you expect price to go up. What if price comes down and stops you out? Yeah, that is totally fine. Okay, that is allowed. Don't beat yourself up that, oh, I've been stopped out. No, look at your trade setup. Did you follow your trade setup? Yes, you followed your trade setup. So just move to the next trade, right? Move to the next trade setup, right? It is when you continue to focus on your outcome that you get carried away, you get sidelined, and then you begin to bring in some level of negative emotions, saying things like, oh, I'm losing, I'm always losing, or I'm not making it, I don't know if I can even make it in this market, right? When you begin to think like that, then it changes the atmosphere, it changes the mindset, right? But rather what you should look at is the trade setup, part time. I hope, okay, let's go to the next trade setup. Wow, this is very nice. This is pound yen, right? So what has pound yen done overnight? Started out from somewhere there, pushed up a little bit, nice break of structure. So if you are trading during the Asia session, you must have had some really nice setups here. right? So price has moved all the way down and price is here right now. Okay, so if you're a structure breakout, no, not structure breakout. If you're a break of structure trader, right, you're looking for from these lows here, you're asking yourself, so price has come down to these lows. Where's my last valid range? Okay, when you look backwards, your last valid range is this last opposite candle here because that's the last break of structure there. Okay, so let's mark it out. Your break of structure. This is the last break of structure right here. So that's your last opposite candle that caused price to move down. Okay, so your line in the sand is up here. Right. So now you're expecting price to pull back in to some level and then begin to show you bearishness that it wants to continue downwards. Okay. And a very good, let me see, is it on this one or the other one? Okay, yes, we'll do, when we get to euro yen, we'll look at that. So euro yen, we're expecting it to pull up and then come back down. Would it be okay to say, okay, so for our inner circle traders, would it be okay to say, oh, I've seen a nice kangaroo tail there, and particularly because price has been pushing down, then it's time for it to retrace. Yes, it's totally okay to take a buy right here, right after this nice kangaroo tail, and then you just take your trades there, right? So you'll have done that already, okay? Maybe about an hour ago, right? So you would have taken that, but you are mindful of the fact that if price then begins to show you some kind of dojis or any kind of rejection candle, engulfing candles and all that, right? Then you know that price is likely to begin to change direction again, or it may just be a pause for it to go back up. Okay, so we never know what market is going to do. We just trade according to our process. Okay, we trade according to our process always. So let's look at the next one, euro yen. So euro yen too, it's doing a very nice push down. Very nice trend. It started with up, nice break of structure there, down to this level, a nice pullback, right? So if you had your break of structure there, this is your first candle for entry, a push down again, pullback, right? You can see the pullback happening, and then it's pushed back all the way down to this level here. Oh, where's my, that one has gone off. Okay, so it's come down here. Now it's pushing back up. Okay, so price is right here. So what must I see price do for me to take an action? So where's my line in the sand? So price is all the way down here. When you look backwards, this is where your last opposite candle is. Right. So this is your last valid range between these lows here and these lows here. So what do you expect? You expect price to pull back to some level, right? We never know what that level is, but price will always give you a heads up. It will always give you a heads up that it's about to turn. Okay, so it's moving up and then we expect it to pull back down. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so I wanted to show us what price did here yesterday. Where is that now? Okay, so this is it. So this is yesterday. So what did price do initially? We looked at this actually during our live markets, right? We saw price push up, come down, push up, come down, in fact, all the way to this level, right? So in here, so this is to help give clarity to those who are, those of us trading the three setups at the same time. So you see a nice bullish engulfing candle right there. Okay, you take your entry, right? You know that yes, price is trending downwards, but you want to take a quick trade, like a scalping type trade. So you take that scalp trade from there, right? And then price goes up very nicely. Okay, but look at this. It's giving you heads up that we're likely to change direction or we may not change direction, but there's some hesitation. You can see it, right? My emphasis is that you can see it. You can see the clues. Market will give you those clues that we want to do something, okay? And then you see this nice bullish engulfing candle. Sorry, bearish engulfing candle. It's bearish engulfing candle to this man. But even if you're not convinced on this man, at the break of this one here, you can see a lot of bullishness. So do you have the courage and the presence of mind, the mindset at that time to say, okay, I'm seeing rejection candles, I'm seeing rejection candles, I'm seeing break of structures, mini break of structures, if I may call it that, right? Because once this push, your main break of structure was down here, right? This is the main break of structure, pull back, and then continuation downwards. And if you look at it, this one gave a massive, massive push down. Right. Unfortunately, I wasn't at the market actually yesterday. I was in various meetings, so I didn't really catch this move down. But that's how we do it every time. That's how we do it every time. You look at the market and just follow through. You never know what markets will do. Market could give you the wins or it may not give you the wins, but your concern is to follow your process, not to predict what the market is going to do. Like my mentor tells me, are you looking to be right on a trade, to say, to boast to others or even boast to yourself that, yes, I was right on this market? Is that what you want? Or do you want to be profitable? Right? Focus on the fact that you want to be profitable, and to be profitable, you have to just ignore each outcome and follow the process all the time. Okay? Follow the process all the time. Let me see. Let's look at the next pair. This is Pound Aussie. Pound Aussie 2 moved down very nicely. So it pushed up, nice break of structure. In fact, there was no opposite candle. It came all the way down. So now it's pulling back, and it has a very deep pullback here, right? So we expect, let's see if it's going to come down from here, right? Or it will do something else. In fact, so just to show us that, because I remember this happening during our New York session yesterday, right? During the New York session, we saw, I think we were somewhere here. We saw this nice bullish candle here. Then we said, okay, it looks like price. Okay, actually, it was this second one too. We said, okay, price had done a break of structure there. Okay. So what do you expect? Once you see a break of structure, what do you expect? You expect price to pull back and continue going up, right? Okay. But what did price do? Look at, it's giving you heads up. Okay. That perhaps this is a bearish engulfing candle. And if you are not convinced on that one, it gives you another one. Okay. So you can say to yourself, just like I think it was Billionaire Williams who said, if you enter a trade in a particular direction and then you get an opposite setup, you can close that particular trade and then open a new one in the new direction. It's totally fine. All you have to do, you should not predict the market. Just follow your process all the time, because you don't know which one is actually which one would give you the big wins. Right. So if we look at this now, this one was the one that went all the way down. Right. Because even the scripture says, in the morning, plant your seeds. In the afternoon, to plant it. In the evening, just keep planting, because you do not know which one will bring in the big abundance that you're looking for. So just take your setups as they come. Right. Very, very important. Just take your setup and concentrate only on your trade setups. Don't look at the outcome of each trade. So let's quickly, I think about my time is up now. So okay, so I'm sure let's just look at this one. This is Euro USD. Euro USD is looking very nice, trending upwards, right? So we expect it to continue going up. Okay, and our line in the sun is there. Okay. Let's see, pound USD. Okay, what is pound USD doing? So it started downwards. Nice break of structure there, and it's come down, it's pulls up, coming down again, right? So we expect it to continue going up. Okay, but will it do that? That's the question. So the question is, are you willing to take that risk when it happens? So just follow your process all the time. Follow your process all the time. Do we have any questions? Oops, where is mine? Okay. All right, very good. So let's keep our trading and focus on our trade outcomes. Sorry, focus on our trade process all the time, not the outcome. Okay. Thank you very much.